The drivers we just looked at were all communicating with simple digital and analog components. But some components aren't that simple. Some components are capable of reporting many different properties, and the I2C bus is our way of making that happen. We're going to look at some sample code for 3 I2C devices. Cylon supports more of these, and you can create your own, but these ones are quite popular and will help you to understand what it looks like to talk to this family of components. We'll look at an LCD screen for displaying text to a user. We'll look at a popular barometer component, and we'll look at a 6 degrees of freedom component. The LCD screen is an excellent device for getting data to a human. You can print information to the screen to provide a menu, show measurement values, or otherwise just let a person know what's going on with the device. Cylon abstracts away all the complexities of the I2C bus, and it provides a simple print method. That's handy. This interface also includes a lot of other commands though for controlling the screen. You can control the cursor, blink characters on the screen, and turn the entire device backlight on or off. When you're ready to start over with a new message, you can call clear and start from scratch. You'll find a lot of LCD screens available for devices. Some of them are simple like the ones this interface is intended for, but others are rather rich with features and allow for multicolors, touch input, and more. A barometer is another example of a device that's a good fit for I2C communications. The MPL115A2 device provides pressure and temperature readings, and it'd be difficult to get the information that it provides as simple analog readings. Once again, Cylon is making this easy with get temperature and get pressure methods. By the way, there's a newer version of the MPL115A2, or at least a more capable version. It's called the MPL3115A2. The newer device asks you for a bit of information about your location and altitude, and then instead of providing a pressure value that you have to turn into something meaningful, it does the math and gives you your exact altitude. It's more accurate too. In fact, it's so accurate it can detect a difference of altitude of about 1 foot. That's incredible. There's just one more I2C device example that I'll show you, and that's the MPU6050, 6 degrees of freedom chip. 6 degrees of freedom is often shortened to 6DOF, and it refers to the 3 axes of 2 different spatial meters, an accelerometer and a gyroscope. The accelerometer detects any translational movement of the device, and the gyroscope detects any rotational movement of the device. Now, with both of these measurements working in coordination, we can determine a lot about the device's motion. One other spatial metric that this chip lacks is a magnetometer. A magnetometer detects the device's orientation relative to the Earth's magnetic field. Now, when a chip contains all 3 of these, we call it a 9DOF, or 9 degrees of freedom chip. The MPU6050 happens to also have the temperature built in, which I find a little bit odd. If you're pressed for space and pins though, and you need both of these functions, then it's a really good thing. So that's all the I2C devices we're going to look at here. The overall concept is that I2C devices are ones that are too complicated to just return their readings as simple digital or analog values. And once again, the nice thing is that Cylon makes it very easy to communicate these components. Maybe you're looking to create your own module for Cylon so you can talk to a device other than the Edison. Or maybe you want to create support for an electronic component that isn't currently supported by Cylon. In that case, what you want to do is install Cylon's CLI, command line interface. You should install it globally using npm install cylon CLI-G. The command line interface gives you commands like cylon generate module my-module to create an entirely new device type. It also gives you cylon generate driver my-driver to create a new driver. And if you want help with what the CLI is able to do, you can just type cylon help